I want to say to you all that this is the biggest fight that we've ever been involved in, and we just cannot allow what Simon Thompson and the board are doing in terms of destroying Royal Mail as we know it, destroying the service and axing thousands upon thousands of jobs. And one of the most heartbreaking things for me personally is to see how bad some of those plans are, and the fact that these people who, between them I think, a handful of people at the top of the business have probably had no more than about 6 years of experience in this company combined, are putting forward a plan that should have no place in the UK today in terms of the impact it's having on people's jobs and the service. And this company still has a bright future, but it's really a choice between, do they want to compete by using the competitive edge that we get from delivering to 32 million addresses every day and grow products and services on top of that, or do they want to compete through the race to the bottom and turn Royal Mail into another gig economy employer? And when they talk about job losses on the numbers they're talking about, and they're kicking people out the door now, making people's lives a misery, and at the same time they're keeping on 11,000 agency workers, not for Christmas, these are now part of the workforce. And we've asked them, will you sign up to removing those agency workers? And they won't do it. And when they're actively recruiting self-employed drivers with no limit, they put in front of us the other day an agreement that asked us to agree there would be no limit to the employment of self-employed drivers, and we can't accept that. And they're bringing in new workers to replace our existing members. It's just not acceptable, and no union would ever agree that, and no worker would ever sign up for that type of agenda. We know it's tough at the moment, and we appreciate how much you're standing together with your fellow workers, but it's so crucial now, particularly tomorrow and as we come towards Christmas, that we continue to show solidarity. There's only one thing that wins disputes like this, and it's the strength and the collective strength of our members. And there's no better group of workers in the UK with their connection to customers, with their willingness to go above and beyond, as you showed during the pandemic, than postal workers. We're proud to represent you. We're doing everything possible to reach an agreement. We'll go back again next week. We'll put a fresh proposal that we believe can resolve this dispute. We'll talk to you about that as well, and we'll come up with some other ways of putting the pressure on the company, and we'll talk to you about that next week. In the meantime, thanks so much for your incredible support this morning.